welcome today some of the members of the Black Border Ensemble. We have Isaiah, Jaway, Travis, Sarah, Maddie, Talia and Bobby. This wonderful mob are here today to tell us about their journey from being involved initially in the Smart and Deadly project, which Lauren mentioned, to where they are now, part of the some of the members of the Black Border Ensemble. Black Border Ensemble is a component of the Hot House Theatre in Albury-Wodonga, and Aboriginal artists from this area meet each week for performance training and workshops, and have produced highly successful and wonderfully funny performances over the past 2 years. So today they are going to talk about the role of theatre in exploring issues that are relevant to them, including sexual health, and how their experience as ensemble members have allowed them to understand, contextualise and vocalise issues in their community. Welcome. Yay.
So I guess my name is Bobby Wybrow, and I'd firstly like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands that we're walking and talking on today. I'd also like to pay my respects to elders, both past and present, and thank you for having us. It's been a great journey working in Albury-Wodonga with these. I call them my kids. They're all. Yeah. They're my kids. And I've had a great opportunity to work in many different roles in Albury-Wodonga. And with a majority of these guys, I've seen them grow up and work with them since some of them are in primary school. So, and some of them are 18 now, so it makes me feel really old. I must have been 10 when I worked with them. Black Border Theatre, we're in our third year for these guys. Is a great opportunity for sharing stories. And as Aboriginal people, we share stories well. Education, for me, is about being told a story, understanding that, and then having the responsibility to pass it on. And we do that very well at Hot House Theatre. Yeah, we're just it's very relaxed. We're not gonna do a song and dance for you. Maybe later. Just me. But yeah, we're just gonna open the floor up and talk for about 20 minutes and then open the floor up for questions for you guys.
Well, I'm Isaiah Carney. I'm 16 years old. I am currently doing grade 11 at Wodonga Senior Secondary College. I've been interested in acting for like the past 2 years now, and I've had a few experiences that have really made me, have given me a growth in confidence in a very big way. And like speaking at a conference today, I couldn't have done it 3 years ago. I would have been too ashamed to do it. But yeah. It all really, I know a lot of us here have grown our confidence levels from like 2 years and even last year, really. And but yeah, that's me.
Nice. I'm Joey Lacey-Bird, and I'm 19 years old. I finished school last year, and I've been interested in theatre for a while now, probably 3 years. And it's great what we do, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, we build good relationships out of it.
Awesome. So I'm Travis. I'm the Associate Director at Hot House Theatre. I might just talk very briefly about what Hot House Theatre is. There's only two regional theatre companies left in this country that are key organisations that are funded by the Australia Council, and one of them is in Albury-Wodonga. It's an amazing company. I've been with it for 3 years, and we're predominantly funded to create a subscription season of theatre for our community. But over the last kind of 3 to 4 years, we've started to do a lot of education and community engagement, which is where I think theatre is the most powerful. I mean, just watching that Elbidri show yesterday, I just go, the power of theatre is incredible. And to be able to explore relationships for an audience and for the participants is really what my career's been about. So Blackboard is just one of our programs, and I'm not going to talk that much about it because I want these guys to talk about it. So yeah, that's me.
Hello, my name is Sarah Jackson Edwards. I'm 17 years old and I'm still in school. I'm in year 11 and I've been with Blackboard for 2 years.
This is your third year?
Third year. And I'm still trying to gain my confidence up, and yeah, this has helped me a lot. So yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Maddie Edwards. I'm 18 years old. I started doing drama at school and I decided to do Blackboarder theatre with these crew. Yeah, and it helped my confidence up too. And yeah.
I'm Talia Biggs. I was a part of the KGI at the KGI Institute. This is my third year of Blackboarder. I'm 18 years old in year 12. Wow. Still sorting my life out. I started doing drama in about year 8 and it's been really good. I think acting and drama and theatre, it's really good with education. It's more than that's how you get your stories across and you learn stuff. That's how I learn anyway. And yeah, I'm really glad to be a part of KGI and Blackboarder and part of Heart House and the Smart and Deadly crew as well. So I think all of us, we were part of the Smart and Deadly DVD that you all have on your tables now. So we wanted to...
No, they don't.
They don't have it? Oh, okay. Whoops. Well, you should get online and watch it then, because... but don't judge our horrendous acting. We were very young back then. So Jaway and I were part of the drama ensemble. So we wanted to create, get across sexual health in a way that young people are going to get it. We're not gonna sit there and watch clips about big words and statistics and daunting sexual health. We're going to sit there and watch funny things that we get that ease us into the scary subject of sexual health and, the stuff about your bits that we don't want to really talk about. So we came up with catchphrases about chlamydia and all the other STIs, can you do a clap for me?
Oh, clap.
Yeah, just a clap, just clap. This is the only clap you want. That was... and we had a funny little scene about crabs and, and then we had kind of Jaway kind of scratching and he was like, crabs belong on the beach, not on you. So there were really corny lines that got across the message of STIs and sexual health and how to be proactive about your sexual health and get across that message. And
yeah, it was basically pretty much about trying to tell a story in a humorous way which will entertain people instead of boring them, which is what we always try to do at Blackboarder mainly. And
Bore people?
What? Yeah, no, we try not to bore people. Yeah, and yeah, it was really good, and you guys should all check it out. But don't judge us, 'cause...
So it'd be awesome if, I'm going to start with you, Isaiah, if you can explain a little bit more what Blackboarder is and what we do, and I'll get you two to do it as well, and maybe talk about the process that we went through last year and the show and the outcome and stuff like that.
Okay, so I started Blackboarder last year. All these guys started in 2013, I think. But yeah, me and Zeke, we started last year, and we've even had a newcomer come this year. But yeah, our show last year and the build-up for it was all about really putting each week into... we didn't have our show started until what was it, August?
Yeah.
Last year, and we showcased it in December. Finding truth, really, because we all most of us developed our own monologues and we writ the show, And so some of it, or quite a lot of it actually, is stuff that has happened in our past, and racial, like having racist remarks towards us, and those types of stuff that have happened to us just because we're Aboriginal and Indigenous, like Australians, really. And but yeah, I mean, the build-up of it was good. We spent like half of the year mucking around, really, but when we put our heads into it and stuff, it was really, the outcome of it was just amazing. I mean, it was it was probably like the first or second biggest thing I've really done on stage in front of an audience, and that made my confidence grow a lot. But yeah, all of us are really, we've improved our acting skills from Smart and Deadly, and yeah, we've all improved our really, like, communication skills as well. Just with, people that we're, like, with you guys and stuff, doing this type of stuff, it's not as daunting anymore like it would have been back in 2013. But yeah, Black Border, I reckon this year and last year would have to be our best year we've had, just because of how much we put into it and stuff, and I reckon this year again would be. But yeah, we're really, like, next year we're finding a writer, and we're going to develop like a full 1 hour show, and we're hoping to get an Indigenous writer. We've worked with guys before, like Billy McPherson, Wesley Enoch, and Jack Charles, was it? Yep. Jack Charles.
Stephen Oliver.
Yeah, Stephen Oliver as well. He had like a cameo in our show when he was just going off with the Big Brother. It was quite...
How quickly these guys, they're growing up in front of our eyes. It's just amazing to see how much they've grown, and their confidence levels. I had a little tear inside when Maddie or Sarah were talking. Like, the first year, a lot of them, there's a lot of sports activities, a lot of sports programs for Aboriginal youth. Black kids are good at sports, and we wanted to do something different. And what a better way to have a program to share stories and have a drama program. And some of the guys came up and they weren't quite sure, and they didn't, there weren't any expectations. It's come along, have some fun, learn some skills, and do whatever you want. You own the program, you write a story, you tell it. What story do you want to tell? You tell it. The first year, they were so shy. We had a 10-minute, it was a story about a snake who slept around, a slutty snake, and he didn't shed his skin before he slept with his next person, and he got herpes. And the kids were so ashamed. It was great. It was a great story. But it was only 10 minutes, and these guys were so embarrassed to go on stage in front of an audience. We put them behind a board, and we made a puppet play out of it. And they were brilliant. They went from that to writing a whole new play last year that went for 45 minutes, and they sold out 3 nights in a row. It was freaking awesome. And we saw that transfer of power and knowledge, and they just ran with it. They ran with it. And like these guys, Isaiah's 16, he's like a grown man. He's got his life together more than I do.
In our 2 hour sessions, we get picked up by Bobby, or Travis now. Travis makes all our food, he pulls apart the chicken, and we go there, we have a feed, then we start with some warm-up games, get the blood running. We do a lot of ball games, improv games, and then we kind of figure out, okay, what do we want to do? What do we want to tell our audience this year? Like, what do we want to do? Like, do we want to talk about culture? Do we want to talk about young people? What do we want to do? And then Travis kind of goes like, okay, well, I'm the teacher, so I'm going to teach you how to do this, and then I'm going to teach you to transform this into that. I don't know, like different types of storytelling and theatre effects and that kind of thing. So then we spend 2 hours mucking around, but it works for us because at the end of the year we're going to have a great program, which if you're able to come see, you should, sometime November, December.
Well, we done Black Brother based off Big Brother, the TV show, but we made it as our own little play thing, and it was about all these group of Aboriginals in one house, and Black Brother, he interview us, and he says like all these kind of like racist,
Culturally inappropriate.
Stereotype things, and he just he puts a kangaroo in the house and makes us all hunt for it, because that's what Aboriginals do. That's what, sort of thing. But yeah, trying to be kind of, and we had to he told us we had to wear traditional clothing and all that just to hunt for it, and we got all angry about it because that's not what we all do, sort of thing.
Yeah, we basically covered racial profiling, but in a humorous way. So it was entertaining, but at the same time educational, and there were a lot of white people in the audience, so we try to make it as comfortable for them as well, without insulting them and saying you guys suck. Not you guys are cool.
Well played.
Thank you.
What advice as young people would you give them for approaching young people or engaging young people? What has worked for you guys? What could you tell people today?
We like free stuff. When I done Smart and Deadly, I had condoms literally coming out of my ears, and I tried to hide them from my mum because I didn't want her to know that I knew about that kind of stuff because it was kind of shame. We like free stuff. We like free lube. We like free condoms. Free stuff. You'll pretty much get us into anything. We want to come into the clinic or come talk to you guys about. We don't want to be daunted about it. So we don't want to be kind of patronised make sure you wear a condom. Make sure you're not part of this percentage. Make sure that you do it right. We don't want to be told by you guys that we're already doing it wrong as soon as we get into it. We've got these new bits that they're kind of developing, and we've got to use them for stuff, either to make babies or to have fun, whatever. So we want to come into a caring kind of environment. Make sure that you're not going to make us strip off, and which we know you're not going to because we've been educated about that stuff.
What are some of the right ways or wrong ways that we spoke about the other night?
Don't use big words and all that. Just keep down to our little standards that we can.
One of the comments was, "Don't be too white," and I think by that she meant professional, using jargon.
It's best to keep it as informal as possible. Be blunt sometimes. That's actually really good. That's the only way to sort of connect with young people on that sort of really low level. So yeah, just be cool about it and have fun with it. Don't be all weird about it. Just have some fun with it. Be wear a rubber because otherwise your dick will fall off. Be cool about it, though.
Just to add to that, I reckon it's just really the spaces. I mean, sometimes clinics and places like that can be really, it can make people, afraid, and they can make them stress about what's going to happen. But you can just, if you want to even just go somewhere, I don't know, even if you want to go to just hang out at the theatre or something like that and just talk about it, just socialise, or downtown somewhere. I mean, it doesn't always have to be at a clinic or at a hospital or somewhere like that, really. But yeah, it's all about just connecting with the youth, and seeing how they like it and stuff.
So if you picture shame and STIs are pretty much the same thing. You know, it's not shame to have an STI, but shame and STIs are pretty much the same thing the way you look at it. The sooner you get over them, the better you'll feel, pretty much.
High five to the Blackwater Ensemble.